hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys on the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. Tucker to Harden. Rockets with 4 to shoot. James Harden trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board. The challenge. Defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Russ at the controls to Harden. Can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Harden to Capella. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
George, count it. Three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Westbrook with the basketball. The lead is 2. Goes to the right side. Harden. James Harden. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. Surveys the floor. Westbrook to Capella. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Whoops, that won't go. Leonard to Williams. Short jumper won't go down. Harden with it up top. Lead stands at 7. To P.J. Tucker. From the painted area, won't go down. Capella. To P.J. Tucker. Great look and vision. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
George, Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
And now Houston has the basketball to Harden. And counted at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
George knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for
Rivers to bring it into the front court. Up 5. To Fareed. Works it up top. For 3. Another chance. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Williams is good.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
To Rivers.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
No, I missed a short one there. And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Williams to Paul George. Rockets come up with it. Austin Rivers to Fareed. Kawhi Leonard pins it. Gordon with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter with the Rockets in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Westbrook to Capella. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. They dared him, and he burns them.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Beverly. Williams to Leonard. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Harden, down low Capella. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Leonard. Finish that. Westbrook into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Capella to Harden. Fires the three, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Westbrook. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. It's Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Capella.
Here comes swing, here comes swing, here comes swing.
Off the assist.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It's LA Clippers ball. PJ Tucker, huge block. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Harden in possession. It's a 9-point lead. Shot clock winding down. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To George. Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Houston with the basketball. Westbrook, the pass taken away by the Clippers. To Paul George. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Gets an open look and hits. Defense played the percentages. The offense cashes in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To P.J. Tucker. Fires the three. He took the bait, and he hits. George against Harden. 4-3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Westbrook to Capella. That's a 24-second violation. George, and that's rebounded by Houston. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Rockets. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard to George. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
To Westbrook. Five on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range, and the rebound taken down by the Clippers. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Kawhi Leonard, that's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
From long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
And he hits.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Capella to Westbrook. Going a launch beyond the arc. And Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open three. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
To Capella. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Beverly into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Cruises inside for 2.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker to Capella. And look out.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Harden to Westbrook. To Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Paul George fires. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Personal foul. Team foul number 2. Los Angeles Clippers are in the penalty.
Trouble getting the ball across half court. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Here's Harden with the rock for three. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Russell Westbrook matched up with Paul George. Has a look. 3 quarters complete. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Tucker to Gerald Green. From the painted area, won't go down. To Paul George. And the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Gordon with it. Up 5. Knocked loose. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. Gets it in the right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the trifecta.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Fires the 3, and George able to gobble up the rebound. Leonard slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the 4th.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams.
It's James Harden once again. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Capella to P.J. Tucker. Fires the three. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
2 points.
Harden in possession. The lead stands at 9. To Capella. 4-3. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Leonard, he was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Clippers have the basketball. George trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Harden, tough matchup against George. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden knocks it down from 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
George here against Harden. From long range, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Great feed. It's Harden. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Westbrook across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Out of bounds the call off Iman Shumpert. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Westbrook to Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Westbrook goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range, and he hits.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Beverly cleaning the offensive glass. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Flushes it home.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
23, Louis Williams. That's his
Fast pace. Mike D'Antoni giving his guys a breather.
Los Angeles Clippers are in the penalty. Substitutions, Houston.
And they call the foul. Out the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
Leonard. Another chance. And a putback slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.